Hello there guys, it's ProudPidgezard here and welcome to a brand new series, a brand new game for me. This is Total War Troy Saga of Troy, and I wasn't sure who to go. It was between Paris, Prince of Troy, Achilles, the warlord of the Myrmidons, and Agamemnon, the king of Mycenae. And I feel that everybody literally will want to just go Achilles. Achilles, Hector and Paris will probably be the three most played pretty much of the entire game, because especially with the film and different things. So I think I'll just go Agamemnon.
None will cross me and live.
The victory conditions for a Homeric victory: complete all the steps of your hero's epic mission chain, which is 13. Make sure the following factions are destroyed: Hector, Paris and Troy. Maintain at least 60% of the following influence in the specified provinces: Mycenae, Tyrannithia, Argolis, Arcadia and Pylos, Aegilia, Troas, Ide, Ilion, Dardania and Melas, and hold the following settlement: Troy. Now there is a total war victory, but we'll probably just go for the Homeric victory. And apologies, I will probably butcher lots of different names. So I'll play it in normal. So the faction. So King of Men. Appoint heroes to the court positions. Appointed heroes receive bonuses and provide faction-wide effects. Being in court increases the motivation. The Lion's Share. Entice or force other factions to become your vassals. Vassals obey you and will give you resources as tribute each turn. And vassals can be extorted to give more tribute but grow to hate you as a result. So it kind of tells you a recommended playstyle, which is pretty good. Agamemnon's roster is the most balanced among the Achaeans, with a good mix of good heavy armoured infantry, capable range units and strong chariots. So we cannot get the Fighter, Champion, Ravager or Vanquisher heroes. We can get the rest of it. And the unique faction units, we have got the Agamemnon's Guards, which are a two-handed spear infantry, Agamemnon's Companions, which is two-handed axe infantry, and Light Javelins, which are javelins. So here's a wee thing about the hero, which I'll let you read if you wish. And the son of Atreus and Arup, 12% to administration efficiency for royal decrees, and +4 influence for this region. So here we go, siege Troy.
Are we mere playthings of the gods? Or do we plead divine influence to justify our foolish choices?
He's taken her! He's taken my wife! You've risked the safety of Troy.
Troy is my home now.
You have my oath, brother. She will be returned to you. Brother, I can fight! Go, seek shelter. There'll be plenty of fighting ahead.
Helen's flight was a grave wound to Achaean pride. King Menelaus will have his revenge. And his brother will have his war with Troy, just as the gods intended.
So there you go, it showed you all the kind of, I say the main heroes. The other two Trojan heroes, be honest, I've never heard of. You've got the Aeneas and Sarpedon, but it showed you Hector, Paris, Menelaus as Paris stole his wife, Agamemnon, who we are playing, is Menelaus' brother, and then it showed you Odysseus, the king of Ithaca, and Achilles, who, if I'm not mistaken, is from Phthia, and he commands the mighty Myrmidon warriors. So Almighty King Agamemnon of Mycenae stands atop his capital's wide walls, casting a fiery glance eastward to Troy. So I'll be honest, I have played a little bit of this game. I haven't really played hundreds of it. I've played maybe about 30-40 turns in total. So I know kind of basics, but I'm not going to say I'm an absolute expert at it, as we'll probably find out. And this will be an hour-long episode. I like to start off with hour-long episodes, especially with Total War games. I feel like so we're 5 minutes in already, and we're just starting to kind of get into the actual campaign. So by the time we get into it, half an hour just wouldn't be long enough. And then it'll be normal half-hour episodes, and every 10th episode will be hour long.
Ruling Agamemnon, there is only one response to Queen Helen's abduction, and that is war.
Brother, your foolish passion has doomed us.
Fear not, noble cousins. I stand with you.
This is a grave insult to Golden Mycenae. Enlist the other Achaean kings. The folly of Paris may convince them to support the forging of a great Achaean empire.
Troy thinks to slight me, but they will pay the price.
Your brother Menelaus will be relying on your full support in this great endeavor.
Paris of Troy must pay!
Secure your power at home before embarking on overseas initiatives. The warriors of Tiryns wage war on your allies and vassals at Troyzen. They dare to challenge your fame and power. Continue your expansion, while ensuring the Trojans pay for their insult to you and your brother.
So there you go. I think that's Homer, as in the guy that wrote the Iliad, that is talking, because he looks blind, and I'm sure Homer was blind. It's either him or Zeus, but I'm going to go with Homer. So how they play. Agamemnon controls his state with the prudence of a good administrator. The heroes at his disposal can be assigned to government posts to aid the king and his subjects. The lion's share, Agamemnon can make other factions and vassals once under his rule. A faction must pay regular tribute to the great king to comply to any sudden resource demands he might have. Over-exploiting vassals might become unruly. And our first mission, defeat an army following the Tiryns. So we'll have a look here. Royal decrees. So we've got the royal stone. Now if we look, we're getting good food, good wood, decent bronze, good stone, and we're getting decent gold. I'm probably going to go for the food first. An extra 280 per turn gives you an extra couple of units. I would recommend probably going for the full 5 initial, like treasure hall, royal stone, royal timber, royal granaries, and royal bronze, and then choose what one you prefer. Diplomacy. So you've got Salamis are our friends.
Is a good time to talk.
So that's military access if we wanted. Sparta, of
I look
course,
forward to hearing you out.
our friends. Pythia,
I'll hear what you have to say.
non-aggression part with military access. That's 12.2, and single barter. Lots of wood, so why don't we... Oh, my numlock's not on, that's why it wasn't on. Right, so why don't we go for 500? Oh, what happened there? 635. There. So we can get that for 635 wood. I don't exactly want to fight Achilles anyway. Plus, I'd like to kind of the Danaan pillar. I'd like to kind of keep, so to speak, to the story.
Seems reasonable.
So that's that. Who else? Well, you've got Troy's in there, our
I'm ready
friends.
to talk.
You've got the
Naturally,
Acadians.
I'll listen closely to King Agamemnon.
Pylos.
We have...
Just checking if anybody would vassalize with us
Mycenae's
right at the
offer is-
start, because
I
if we
feel
could,
sure you're
and Ithaca with Odysseus. You've got the Corinthians and Athena, then you've got the Troys. Now Troy is strength rank 1 definitely, mainly because they've got everything. I mean, Troy overall is literally the prize. So the lion's share, so because we've got one vassal, every turn we're getting 101 food, wood, stone, bronze and gold. That's what we're getting there, which is pretty good. We can get more from, so if we need 48 gold, collect the extra food, so it's handy to know that. What's this? The King of Men, yep. So once your hero gets to rank 3, you can get 5 Hecatas, 3 Telestas and 1 Lawagetas. Wow, that's good. Morale units of the army, defense, own armies faction wide, casualty replenishment rate, and that's really good. Is that each one at Courtly would have the following effects? This province, this region, right? That's region, and that's all this army, this hero, this province. But it's definitely handy to have that. Divine Will, yes. Is it Aphrodite you want to pray to first because you get growth and happiness? I think that's probably ideal. So we'll do that.
Receive my offering and grant my desires.
And for a Hecatomb, I think we'll probably leave it right now. I mean, what do we have in our army right now?
King Agamemnon.
Light swordsmen, militia, spears, young spears and light javelin men. And we've got some equipment. Agamemnon shield and resistant to flanking, plus 4 armour. And 8 morale, plus 8% morale, 2 units of this army. And 10% recruitment cost of all heavy units in this province. So it's pretty good. His stats, I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure exactly how the stats compare right now. But everything seems to be really good for him. So let's see, how many have they got? They've got 6 units.
I'm afraid I can't.
So yeah, we'll probably attack. So we've got Mycenae and Terinithia. So what's that? Oh, it's a bronze place. So you can get the tin trader, smelter's house, which would be good. We just don't have enough stone. And you also get the bronzesmith lodge, but it costs a lot of growth. That's pretty good as well, but it's influence. Oh, that's pretty good. Plus 3 recruit rank of shielded units. But anyway, we'll get the tin trader. Then you might want to save up for that. We'll get 500 wood left over at Mycenae. Why don't we, next time we can get the vineyard, we need literally 5 more wood for that. So let's probably just jump in and fight. The unit size I think's on huge, not extreme. Is it graphics you go to? Sorry, it's ultra, not extreme. Just, I think ultra's nice enough. Don't get me wrong, I do like extreme, but I think as you get further on in the game, it would be a lot harder because you'll literally have tens of thousands of units. So it's showing about 60% power to us. They've got Placenithis, light swords, spears, young spears, skirmishers and slingers. And there is no god on our side because we don't have any divine will yet. We pray to Aphrodite for the case to get the growth. So by singing about their bravery and valour in the battlefield, the satyr can bolster an army's recruitment and thus greatly improve the army's replenishment rate for 1 turn. That actually removes the satyr though. It's quite handy to have single turn things for that though. Especially if you're in a kind of sticky wicket somewhere. Recruit lots extra. And you're getting replenishment rate probably doubled maybe. If it removes the satyr, it'll be a pretty big buff. So it's kind of showing him presumably what type of warrior he is. He looks like a more defensive dude. I'm quite attacking. I presume Achilles will be the best warrior in the game. Right, so let's see the proper map. The maps, I must admit, so far I'm really liking. I mean, you've got the hills here, which might use to our advantage. If we deploy here, we can use that hill because we don't know where they're deploying, obviously. But the chances are they'll be round about the middle because, in fact, they might want to deploy in that choke point, which if they do, that'd be perfect. I could hold the line here with the infantry and get my light, is it light javelin men? Yep, round the side. So I think within reason that's what we'll do now. Who's good at flanking? The light swordsman. So you just go there. The light swordsman to this side just in case, and the javelins. In fact, he's off fire at will now, but yeah, so we can see exactly where they are. What's your ability? Plus 10% melee attack defense for the guys in range. Perfect. Right, so we'll have them walk, but we'll just fast forward. Now it looks like they're kinda, in fact they're not retreating up the hill. Yeah, let them run to get them into position quicker. In fact, let's go into slow motion, we'll see the units. So over here you've got the light swordsman. Pretty nice. Nice shields. Then you've got the militia, who are just your basic guys. I mean, they are expendable. It's literally just guys with kind of clubs, different types of clubs. There's hammers, a wee club. Does any of them get swords, or are they all kind of blunt weapons? There's a guy with a kind of pick. These look like the spears. Yep, the spearmen you can see with the shields, big spears, and they've got decent armour. 2 units of them. And then the young spears are basically just random folk holding a spear. I presume they're literally the young men that couldn't afford to get all the armour, because I know in the olden days, like so, the military didn't always issue it, you had to buy your own. And then here's Agamemnon. Pretty heavy armoured, I must admit. Epic hero. And he's shielded, and the light javelin men. Nope, they're in position waiting. Yeah, nice wee shield. Javelin, they've got a sword as well, so I'm presuming they'll go into the sword after they've finished launching their javelin. So let's move you down there. What's their speed? 46. Young spears are 48, right, so they're not the fastest. I thought javelin men would have been really fast, but they're actually slower than the young spears. They've got excellent armour piercing damage. What is 38 missile damage? It's pretty good. So they can move hidden in any terrain, which is why I'm utilising that fact and getting them round the back. Because I mean, anybody would just automatically presume that this is my army. If I was them, if you knew there was javelins, you kind of would expect them to be hiding there. Yeah, I'm kind of running now because as soon as I see the slingers, which I presume will be up this hill, I'd like the javelin men to go and pay him a visit. Oh, we found them. Right, so let's... Right, we found them, so javelin men, let's get into these spears. I'm quite glad they're hitting the light swordsmen because they've got shields. Agamemnon.
The foe has sighted your hidden units. Your hero is under attack.
Yep, but the javelins are thrown in at the back. In fact, you hit the young spears. In fact, I know he's not exactly ideal at flanking spears, but let's get some flanking going on here. Javelins, move over there please. Agamemnon and the spearmen are annihilating their spears. Perfect. Let's pop that, let's get some extra melee attack and defense, because it'll affect these militia. Like you spearmen over here. And if we get into these guys who are chewing up my militia as expected. And now. Right, javelins, hit their javelins. In fact, they're skirmishers, what's the... Oh, I'm miles better. Less health, but they've got more men. So they're getting flanked. Right, they're gone. Just chase them. Good, we're doing a lot of health damage as well as killing them. Agamemnon, see if you can go through them.
Ready to serve.
So the light swordsmen are actually doing decent, they're holding them off. Young spears are stopping the slingers.
Javelins ready. Agamemnon. Bring chaos.
Just keep firing at them javelins. I'll let them still set about them.
Victory is close enough to taste.
Yep, definitely is.
Enforce order. Spears in good order. Advance, men.
How many of them? There's only 42. They're broken completely, which means they can't come back. Routing means they can come back. They're running, he's running, everybody's running. Victory. Perfect. So let's go. I like to make sure I get a few extra kills. I mean, they did want to fight me, so it's their fault. And hit the bigger units like that. I mean, yeah, it's good damage. Team, what, about 15?
One of your units has no more ammunition.
It's fine. Swordsman actually went up in experience. That's because we're fighting a lord. Are they still doing damage to him? No, not worthwhile amount. And the rage bar hasn't filled up for the Aristia, which heals you, gives you armor, melee attack, freezes your stamina, and are unbreakable. So a good first battle. We've taken a few casualties, but as expected, the militia actually performed pretty well. Considering they were up against was it the swordsman they were up against? I think it was. So we lost 107, they lost 390. Perfect. I quite like the wee duels, I must admit. So take them on, 6%, spill their blood, or life's just barter. When we take them on, at least it helps a bit of replenishment.
Ever more powerful.
New recruits can be trained to build up your forces and replace warriors lost in battle. This will be a long war, and your adversaries gather in strength. You would be wise to look to your own armies in response.
So these things are good because obviously the range. Got a lot of ammo. But I think the skirmishers, i.e. javelin, will be pretty good. So let's get
an acceptable course.
2 spears. Oh, we can't even get 3 spearmen. Right, so reinvigorate. So affects allies in range when you use its stamina. So into more stamina. Or speed and stamina. Probably always speed and stamina. So we'll go for that. Let's see. In fact, they're actually dearer to recruit. Did I get 1 unit of slingers just to rain down a bit? Let's go for 1 unit of slingers, just mainly because we can. Can I get down in stone there? Enemy facts are more likely to attack that region. Over here. The ship stands are pretty good because they give a lot of food and growth. So yeah, I think that's us. So yeah, when I was talking about the doing the hour, because we're 24 minutes into the recording right now, and this is us just ending the first turn, so that would be the first episode basically done, and it's 1 turn. So I think the hour episode at the start really does help. But yeah, fast forward, yeah. So we're recruiting them, we're going to go and attack Tyrants. Where did his army go? Right there. Then after that, we will probably want to fight the Corinthians to
Brute
get the
strength
full
alone
province.
will not win this war. Issue a decree ordering your finest minds to research new methods of warfare, lest others.
What does that count as a mission? Maybe you have to finish it.
King Agamemnon.
So we've got 1,800 food, so let's
Very well.
1 and 2 spears probably. is what we're going to have to go for. I think it said there was 7 in the city. You've got 4 outside, that's 11, so ideally you want about 14-15 to take it, because they've got the defences.
Do
So
not
we've got
neglect
13.
the development of your...
So what can I get? That and
course.
2 more. Yep, right, we'll go for that. That'll be 16, and then I think we'll attack, and basically everybody's replenished except for the militia, but let's be serious, who cares about the militia? Later when we get to Twitch start, the militia will be going for something better anyway. Now let's go for no deployment. Divine Will. Does anybody help spear units? Right, that's missile damage of slingers. Melee attack of club. Missile to javelin. Local recruitment. Sword and arch units. Morale. No. Athena's 20% morale to spear units. That's maybe handy. Poseidon's all about the sea. Definitely. -2 to enemy siege holdout time. That might be worth a shout. What have they got? Let's see. So they've got 7, and now he's got 7.
I'll have to refuse.
Shepherd of the people. Massacre the lot.
So it's showing pretty much dead on the middle what they've got. They've got a few slingers and things, but 4 turns until we start taking attrition. So what we'll do is we wait until they take attrition.
Strike hard and true.
And if they attack me, I'm confident I can beat
Take
them.
them down.
Do I go for the morale with the Divine Will? Probably better to do that. I don't know. Yeah, let's do a hecatomb then.
This feast honors the gods.
In fact, you go down 10 per turn. I should maybe have waited a turn, but then I'm fearing in case they sally out. I don't think they will. But they might. No.
If you demand tributes paid,
I'm not. I need to.
your
Right,
military
let's-
might grows, and with it, your influence and reputation.
Request. Stone them
Yet your
probably.
enemies rally against you. Make the effort to expand your fighting forces and keep the foe at bay.
Yeah, so if they have a unit, start with 20 in a unit. So let's go over to Mycenae. Could upgrade that for the renowned slingers, then the bows of Mycenae. But chariots or archers, or both? Chariots are pretty good, but then definitely archers are good. And that gives recruit rank to our missile units in this province until we get the bows of Mycenae, which we need. Yeah, it'll be a while till we get that. So why don't we even get the bows now? Or you can get you can get a light javelin men, who are far better than the skirmishers. But then we still need that building for the archers. Or do we get this and upgrade the spears and clubs? Why don't we upgrade the spears and clubs now? In fact, we might be able to do all 3. Yeah, we could do all 3, so that was a waste of time me trying to discuss everything. Because we've got plenty of wood. We're full of it all. Right, so we need some stone for that. Next time we'll be able to get that. Let's upgrade probably the food coming in, so next time we won't be able to get that because of the wood. But that's fine. We're doing a lot of buildings there, so it will take a few turns. Our resources have taken a beating, but it'll get paid back because after I take, is it Trinity? And that's wood and that's food there, so that's actually pretty good overall settlement to have. Food, wood coming in, you've got bronze here, that's food, but they're our allies, plus they've got a 14 star. So there we go. I think after this one maybe try and save resources. It's mainly just food I think you need to recruit. It could be some bronze for the better units. I know sometimes they take bronze to recruit and others take bronze to recruit and for their upkeep because it's their armour and different things. Barter's give me say one stone for 8 turns and it'll give me wood. I'll definitely do that. I mean I just get an extra 20 wood off them per turn for that. So always counter it then. I'm getting plenty of stone in anyway, so yeah, cult level down for Athena. Thank you, do Hector. 2 turns. What does the prayers do? Recruit rank, immune to deep sea, I don't really care about deep sea. Right, so that's the happiness went down and the growth went down from the Aphrodite. Is it next turn? Technically 2 turns it'll be, but we'll just double check. Right, 2 turns and then we'll fight it because next turn is when they take the attrition.
Hold your nerve.
Like so this turn coming they'll tell you that they're taking attrition, so then you end the turn they physically take the attrition and then that's it. But it's quite good that we've got the wee bronzery to start with. The happiness is going down but it'll overall get better. I quite like how it tells you exactly what food and wood you're getting in per turn. It tells you for all the enemy settlements and different things as well. So that's as issued around Cree and building. Move to 60% influence over that.
No kingdom flourishes and endures through military conquest alone.
I can down a wee bit, but that's fine.
And maintain your settlements through construction. Their resources can then be harnessed to serve the war effort.
Go for the bronze, I think. No point in upgrading that right now. Let's get that. High influence bonus 62 bronze per turn up to 156 and here's 65 and that gives you 72, so in total what was that? 65, 72 is what, 140 plus I think it was about 160, a total about 300 bronze just from Epityros when it's fully built, which is a fair amount. I'm certainly happy enough with that. They demand an offer, so they've got a lot of stone. Yeah, so food for stone, that's fine because I'm making a lot. That's fine. Same as they want some gold. And they've got a lot of bronze and wood. What could I be doing with? Probably wood. $220. I mean, I'm getting, what is it, 24 gold per turn, so that's only me losing 2 technically this turn and getting wood for it.
Control of every settlement in a province will give you...
Right, so we'll get that then. So that's perfect, loads of military buildings. Just double checking. In fact, that boya, I maybe should have left it because that could go into any of the other settlements. Let's upgrade the tin market, just keep this bronze thing coming.
Orphan their offspring.
And it's showing that we should beat them. I mean, they're half health. Let's see the battle map. We've got lots of spears, slingers, javelins, and it's a full circle, so we can choose where to go. It shows you where the towers, where the gates are. That looks like it might be worth a shout, so we'll load in anyway. I mean, we do have 25 minutes roughly left of the episode. So it's pretty good, pretty nice settlements. I like how it looks like it's big stones or something. Kind of they've built it round it, so it's natural defence in some areas, which is definitely handy, obviously. It's just to see, because that looks like it's just 3 towers, whereas that looks like a gate. If I had siege towers, then definitely there, but I could also go up. I've got ladders, because it's similar to Warhammer that way. Everybody's got ladders, so it's fog. Enemies are concealed by fog at long distance. That would actually be handy for me. Right, alright, I can see. So that's actually really good, because if you think, if they're attacking the gates, you can have your archers here to hit the side. Right, the towers can go to there. So can that tower, and I'm presuming, yeah. That's 3 towers. Don't think it really matters where I attack. That's only 2. Like the gates, it's only gates there. Yeah, I think we'll probably just attack where we are. But I'm literally not going to have everybody on the rams. I'll have the militia on one ram, because if they die, they die. I really don't care. And the young spears again, probably on the other ram for the same reason. I'll bring the slingers up to take the beating. Spearman back, Agamemnon at the front, swordsman there. The skirmishers will bring you just to behind a wee bit. So what I think, we'll start the battle and pause. Right.
Use ladders to scale the city walls.
Of course we're going to use
the
ladders.
enemy may fire upon your warriors, but should you take control of the wall, your own troop.
Right. So the militia, you go there. Young spears, you just kind of go there. Slingers, you go there and just basically soak up as much damage as you can. Agamemnon, you go up with them. The spears, do we just fling these up in the wall? Right, you 4 up in that wall, you 4 up in that wall. Javelin men behind Agamemnon, please, and soldiers go right at the back as a backup, so everybody should be moving. Yes. So triple speed to get everybody up.
Whoever controlled the gates controls access to...
Yeah, you want to control the gates obviously as soon as you get in to get them, because there is 2 towers as well. Yeah, things will get, I say a couple of shots. They might not, but at the end of the day, they're just there to soak up the damage. They're a cheap unit that are expendable, so if they die, again, nobody literally cares. It's quite a shame saying that, I must admit, that nobody cares, but unfortunately it's the truth. So fire it while we use, yeah, they're going to fire. Is anybody hitting? Yeah, I saw the health move a wee touch there, I thought. Yeah. Very little because it's the walls. Spearmen now coming up to the walls, good. But a lot of them are still, I see spears are taking a wee beating there. The kind of good thing is though, on their walls and different things, see these slingers are a perfect position.
Have a foothold on their walls.
But overall, their army predominantly is slingers and javelin men, which are fine at a distance. But see when you get right up close and personal with them, they suck. Is that tower can actually hit them there? So you're actually better just going there. And I presume you're just kind of out there and just out there. Let's get you a wee bit skinnier.
You are about to capture the gates.
Right, let's get the spearmen. They're up there. These spears come and capture that fort tower. Same for yous.
Your warriors are attacking the gates.
Is the gates no destroyed? Yeah, oh, lots of fighting here. Jeez, literally you cannot see who's who.
Masters of war. Halt!
Go and capture that tower.
Your hero is under attack.
Agamemnon. No question.
Yeah, we've lost a
You have
lot
captured
more than
the
they
enemy tower.
have right now, but then now is where we shine. I see these towers are still shooting us, that's why I've just left young spears out there. They're actually, is young spears expendable? They're not. Oops.
Your warriors are losing heart.
Combat ready. Don't hold back.
Yep. Agamemnon, you go and fight Teleros.
Carnage begin.
He's a champion apparently.
Invincible. Spears. You must be punished for your duplicity. Seize
The foe
yours.
has captured your tower.
We're here to fight. Wreak havoc.
Over here you're doing fine. Let's see, we've lost what's 500, they've lost 200. But that is expected in a siege battle for the attackers to lose a lot more.
All will fall.
Agamemnon, you're doing fine.
Spears.
One of your units has no more ammunition.
Yeah, I knew they wouldn't get many kills here.
Sons of Achaia. Swords. Base betrayer. Let's talk. More power.
Let's get up here and fight. In fact, I don't think we'll need to soon.
Hungry for glory.
You have
That's
captured
it.
the gates.
Agamemnon, yeah, you've killed him. Good.
Fire for me.
Right, everybody seems to be running a route. And
Hades has claimed the enemy hero.
I think this is basically it. There's spearmen holding on there. So let's send across. In fact, they've just started to run. Yeah, victory. So we may as well just end the battle. Everybody dies at the siege anyway, technically. Like all the enemy warriors. Or all the defenders, I should maybe say. So who get most? 42, 49, one of my unit of spears. I knew I would lose a lot more than them, but that is just a siege basically. Except for Warhammer 2 where you can exploit it with artillery. We've got those lot and there we go. Club right to the chest. So experience, food, 5 gold. Nice. Just occupy it.
Commandments may be declared in provinces that you rule. Issue your instruction and
Temple
rouse the
buildings.
populace so they may better
All
serve.
army units, happiness and growth, spy network, and 5% all resources. That's quite handy to have it when it's up full, but I'm definitely going to go for happiness and growth. And let's upgrade the main city. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a shield. That's while besieging, that's actually quite handy. So that's province secured, faction destroyed, yeah. So we
King
didn't level up.
Agamemnon.
How close are we to leveling up? We need 300 more experience. So yeah. So next turn we'll move into Mycenae and we'll start the recruitments. Argos are wanting that. They've got an abundance of wood. I'm gonna go 14 gold for 85 wood. Perfect. So yeah, it will show that our strength rank's not the best. We've just taken a few losses there in our army. Who's that? Athena? I don't really want to. No. 100 food for basically 100 bronze is a pretty bad deal, I think.
The blessing of the gods may be sought through earthly worship.
So one temple, an
Construct an
altar.
altar in honor of one of the Olympian powers to earn their favor.
So let's
Check
head up
the
to
defences.
Mycenae.
A god among men.
Yeah, ooh, chariots. Why are they double experience? Does the building give them experience? Just says unless they have a missile. Check Agamemnon in case. Nothing that he seems to do for them. Literally don't know why, but I'm not going to complain. So get rid of the militia. Get rid of the young spears.
Glory.
I mean, we can get some shielded spears. So they cost a lot of bronze and it's only 40 upkeep. So let's get 3 of them.
As you suggest.
That'll be 120, yeah, so we can afford 3, that's 17. Then let's order 3 archers, that's a full 20 stat. Which means we'll get rid of, I think we'll keep the light javelin men there handy to
Lord
have.
of the Achaeans.
And 2 chariots. So that'll be about 3 archers, javelins, lots of spears. Why don't we go for a... What about the shielded? Now we don't really have enough to get another shielded unit. We have club warriors, poor armor piercing damage, but they are quite good at that. Let's go for a club warrior because they're experts in flanking. So that'll be what, 3 turns. How long do you take to heal? 3 turns. Perfect. So it's actually working out absolutely fan-dabby-nadozy. The 3 turns. That'll be that. And we've literally got 1 bit of bronze left. We're gaining 152 per turn, mind you, which will change next turn. I maybe should have technically put it in last, because it doesn't make a difference to me, and I would have an extra 200 bronze because that would have been the 2 turns. I really should have done that, but that was silly on my part. Right. Give me 200 wood for 27 gold. Everybody just seems to want gold from me. Literally. There's somebody else wanting 18, so counter. You've got lots of food, so 490 I'll take off you. For 18 gold, that's a great deal for me. No for anybody else, mind you, but benefit, that'll be finished next turn. But that's actually got the happiness building. So when the provincial instability goes down, that'll start going up. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Yeah, we're sorted. And because of our army, we'll be probably putting happiness up in Mycenae, military presence yet. non-aggression part, they offer a single barter. Yeah. They are military allies with Sparta as well, who's my brother, so definitely. I think once our army's full, we'll check if anybody wants to be the vassals, because then we'll have that. So Arcadians want that. Now they've got, how much we got? We don't have hundreds of stone, so why don't we get some stone from them? $290. See, I was going to go for 200 there, so that's a good deal. Overall, we've got plenty of food, because I'm not going to recruit another army for a wee while. I don't think I'll need one. There we go. Some stone and wood there for doing that. Perfect. Mycenae, you can upgrade that, and your building when under siege. That's just under siege. That doesn't matter too much right now. Definitely get this for extra food. Yeah, and let's start getting a temple. What is it? The favour of Hera plus 100, but does that favour stay? Because if it says it goes down 10 per turn, is it? I don't even know. We've got a lot of spears. We'll leave the temple just now, I think. Why don't we go to Divine Will and see who it is? It's spears, because we've got a lot of spear units. So the Athena spears, 20% melee attack of spears, faction wide. So we're probably better going for a Temple of Athena. Altar of Athena, sorry. Go for that. And then I'll just upgrade that because it's stone and I've got some stone. Suppose it's not going to be any harm. Gives us extra defences when under siege. Nobody's wanting money from us this time. There's a lot of factions when you look at it. Yeah, that's fine by me. Yeah, I was going to say I thought I'd get a wee bit more than... Whoa. Oh, we're not. I've literally just doubled it. What was it he offered me? Was it 500 wood for 163 coins? I've literally just bought a lot of wood off him. Now, yes, okay, I will use a lot of my gold, but I'm doing pretty good. So I just bought a lot of wood. They only offered me 500 and I got 1,200, and we get 50 gold there for that as well, so even better. So diplomacy.
I'm keen to hear what Agamemnon has to say.
Vassalize and military access is 16. So single, oh, bronze, good. So if we go for 400 bronze and we'll go for 200 wood for them to become our vassal. It seems a bit daft, but
well worth.
Perfect. So that means we'll be getting some things from them as well. Sparta will probably never become the vassal, no. Bethia? No. Acadians.
Naturally.
No. Troy's and Is. What about Pylos? No.
Come in.
Argos, not interested. Ithaca.
When the words are honest and true, the past does not matter.
Military alliance, military access, single barter. They've got literally tons of wood. $4,700 food for them to be my allies. Suits me fine.
I salute your wisdom.
I don't exactly salute your wisdom, you just gave me a lot of food. Did we check? Gnosis, not. Italians. Yep. So then we'll go to the lion's share. Yeah, we're getting double now. So you could raise it up to getting that, but literally they would hate me. Plus, to be honest, I'm happy with just getting a little bit each turn. It's better than nothing. So, oh, here's Salamis here. So that's Ajax.
War is my business.
And he's fighting kind of Athens the way it is. He's got Chaos, Aegina and things. That's fine. So over at Mycenae, do we upgrade that? No. We will want the bows at some point, I suppose, so it'd be better just upgrading it while we've got spare resources. They probably are. Let's get his happiness up.
Rich beyond compare. Gold rich Agamemnon.
Right, Corinth has got 9 is 17, it's 26. Just a wee bit much for me to fight, and if I attack Stymphalos, they might siege me. I don't know how far they could walk. They maybe be able to go down to my bronze settlement, whereas I'm hoping if they move to there, I can hit Corinth, and even if they come and try and siege Mycenae, I can just relieve the siege. Then you've got Athens I can start fighting. I mean, there's Megara. Oh, my allies be attacked by Elis. Oh, why did Ithaca? Yeah, I went to the warded side. You better like me for that.
You are now ready to recruit an agent. Such operatives may move freely behind enemy lines and strike independently of your army. Some natural resources are rare, found only in certain areas.
Yeah, we'll get that
The
through
splendor
diplomacy.
of your settlements.
Right, cult level up, yeah. Trying to upgrade to Martin level, right. So why don't you move there? I didn't mean to move through the city, but I suppose. So what's this? Follower of Ares, follower of Zeus, Hera, Apollo. Can I get an epic agent? No. So I'll probably wait till I can get a following of Athena. So what's that? We're at 58 minutes, so we'll end this turn, see what happens.
Never meet her.
And then that'll probably be us for this episode, depending on what happens. Nothing's happened yet, so. Oh, no. We'll do it for 5 turns. Then that's me technically get my barter. Yeah. Then that's basically just for the mission. No, I don't want a non-aggression pact actually. So that's us technically done that mission, doing the barter. So that's why I did it. There we go.
Your martial aspirations can be strengthened.
Recruit hero.
A hecatomb may be performed.
Royal decree issued. Perfect timing. Do another hecatomb, right. So let's go for the Royal Timber. timber. So where's the damaged buildings? Over here. Repair, 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 and repair. So let's see, where can he go to? See, he can only go to Mycenae, which has walls. Well, I kind of presume it's got walls. Does it say? It doesn't say it's got walls, but literally in the map it has walls. And it's a provincial capital, so that'll be fine. So if I attack Corinth,
my will.
declare war. They've got Athena and Ionia. That's fine by me.
Total destruction.
We'll go to that one because that's simple. Douche right in the back. Yes, we did lose a few units, we was hoping not to lose too many. Let's just, we could loot and occupy, which will give us replenishment, I think. Yes, it will mess with the happiness.
Find that gold.
But that's fine. So that's us get Corinth. Let's just destroy that building. Repair that one. The happiness has gone down, but that is fine by me. Hoping he comes and attacks us. Yes, we're a wee bit weaker, but that's good. So loot after battle or recruitment cost. I'm not too bad about recruitment cost, but loot after battle is quite nice. Influence after victory. Yeah, we'll go for the collector. That's fine. We're all healing nicely. Heal with full strength, which is fine by me. And if he tries to attack, in fact, the worst thing he could do is attack Mycenae, because I could just relieve it. So guys, thank you very much for watching our first episode. I hope you enjoy, and in the next part, YouTube one, I'm hoping, can never promise in these games, hoping to take out Corinth and have this full province, and then either move on to Athens or see what's past here. The truth is, we don't exactly know.
Naturally,
And hopefully we're able to vassalize other people.
This,
I think it would be pretty good if we could. I mean,
Yeah.
definitely the more vassals we have,
Take one.
the better. So guys, thank you very much for watching. ProudPidgezard out. Toodaloo, the new.